Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Should have brought water with me. So nothing, still nothing. Waited about a week, just not to disturb things, but nothing. And now I go back. A lot easier going back. See, you don't sink as much, right? So you've already packed it down. So this is like the double packing. This is like tank mode 2. And yeah, you get to got pimping foot here. Forgot to bring the knife of the day. Sorry guys, a little out of practice. What I do normally this time of season is I kind of back off of everything, where early in the season I'm out here every day, and then somewhere around the middle of the season, going into the end of the season, like this is the last month of trapping, we're in March, so like I've already pulled all my beaver traps. Didn't catch a single thing this year except for the 2 on my neighbors. But that's, yeah, that's not gonna pay the bills anyway. But that was still a fun season. So I'm gonna leave my snares out for pretty much right till the end of March. If I can get a wolf or a coyote, I'd be happy. The only thing moving back here is that big fat otter. I don't know where he's going in there, but he's got a trail. It's the same trail he's had the entire season. So if I really wanted to catch him, he's going in the water there somewhere. So he must, I don't know if he's going around the culvert exactly, but you can see where he's playing around, and I'll show you when I get to his track. He's like, this is my little pond. I think he's the only one hanging out back here. There must be a fish back here. I can see where he climbed up over there. Yeah, he's not, there's no, the ice is probably about 10 inches at the edge of the dam, so they're not going in there. But I can see, you probably can't see it, but the hump at the edge of the dam there, you can see where he went up on top of it and slid back down. I think he's just having fun, like going tobogganing every day. He's got the belly for tobogganing, so if you had the belly to do the tobogganing, or tobogganing, it's like my nephew used to call it. First time I said, we're going tobogganing. Tobogganing? What's that? Kids, they're funny. But anyway, yeah, so it's like, this is the last month. So with the snow being as deep as it is, and March being the way it is, you can see that poplar tree that I used to have to crawl under, I'm now walking over top of. So that thing's a good 3 feet in the air, at least. So it doesn't look like it, guys, but I'm pretty high off the ground. I mean, it's not even everywhere, but that's probably the average depth. Oh, look at all these snares in the trees. Considering the base of that tree is another foot or 2 down. Yeah. Where the heck is his trail? Did I pass it? No, his trail's just straight up here, I think. Anyway, yeah, it's right here. He goes right in front of the, nearly fell there. He goes right in front of this tree, and it's fairly fresh. I don't know if it's from today. Well, probably from this morning, because it snowed last night a bit. So, see, he goes down here, he goes all the way down there, he goes that way, he goes that way. You can see where he's splashing around everything. Well, I can see where he's going in there. Yeah. Yeah, so, but he goes up over this little, there's something up over there, and he goes over this tree. Like he go around and underneath, but he goes up over this tree. He follows it pretty much from day one. Since we're getting back here now, getting over this without breaking a snowshoe or breaking a me. Yeah, it's always the back of your snowshoe you have to watch out for the most, because it gets snagged up on something and you go weep. Yeah. And they're all gonna laugh at you. Hello, Joe. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, so skunked for this year anyway so far. You never know. If it stays mild like this and the snow goes down a bit, March is unpredictable, because March is when the wolf packs kick out the young and they form new packs and stuff like that. So those young wolves that are about a year and a half old, whatever they are, they get kicked out of the pack to go fend for themselves, and for a couple of weeks they're really stupid, and usually those are the ones you catch. However, the wolves and coyotes around here have PhDs. It's like I explained to people, like people go, oh, why don't you just trap all the wolves? I say, okay, here, let me put it into perspective for you, what it's like to catch a wolf. In some areas. In Montana, I want to say around 2012, they opened the wolf season again, so there was nothing in there either. And they opened the wolf season again for the first time in like 50 years because the wolves and coyotes were just devastating the cattle herds out there. And they issued 5,000 tickets. They sold them all. Hunting tickets. You know how many wolves were bagged that year? All the wolf activists were like, oh my God, you're going to make them extinct. Five out of an entire state. Think about that. So that tells, and that's open country there. You know what I mean? Like that's open. That's where it should be the easiest to pick them off. Nope, they see you way before you see them. And in bush like this, they're twice as skittish. Like they're probably like literally just on the other side of that tree line. Like I've had them really close to me, guys, and you like. It would almost be nerving to know about this if you like. There's a like knowing that they could be just on the top of the hill there, ready to pounce on you. But the only thing that keeps you alive is the fact that they fear you more than you fear them. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know if it's some sort of an imprinting from ancient times, but wolves learned don't mess with the two-legged predators. For some reason, they just know that we're more dangerous than they are. That said, if they were hungry enough, March is usually the time of year where they get bold. Yeah, they could make a dive for you. And in this stuff, you ain't getting away. So you can stand and fight. The best is just to see if you can kill them so they don't live long enough to enjoy you. But they're probably going to kill you. A couple of people every year get killed by wolves and coyotes. More coyotes than anything. And cougars are the worst. Then bears. Then I think coyotes, then wolves. But way before you get killed by any of those, you're going to be killed by a moose. A moose will kill, the moose is like for attacks. We're talking for attacks. A moose kills more people every year than any other wild animal. They trample the shit out of you, right? And before a moose would even get you, bees. Bees kill more people than anybody else. But yet we got to save the bees, right? Of course we got to save the bees. We need the bees. But you get the idea. Perspective is everything, right? It was a lot easier going back. The amount of time it took me to get from here to there was about 15 minutes. I shit you not, I've been probably over an hour and a bit just to get back here. But just packing it down that much, I'm moving about 4 times quicker. And plus, I'm not lifting as much snow. So it's giving my legs a bit of they're burning. My legs are burning. But a beautiful day to be out. Wouldn't change it for the world. Getting my vitamin D, nice big blue sky. Yeah, looking as handsome as hell. Yeah, there we go. Got Pippin Foot with me. That tree looks kind of funky. You looking at me the wrong way? You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. Anyway, yeah, so I'd throw my tomahawk at him, but at this range it's dull enough that it'll ricochet and hit me in the head. Yeah, it's all about the tip of these things. If the tip isn't sharp, it doesn't stick in properly. That, and I'm out of practice with my throwing, so saw owes me money. I'll tell you why. People watch my videos and they see me do these random tomahawk throws at shit and having fun. And people go, hey Reg, I went and bought one. I've had about 5 or 6 subscribers tell me that already. It's like, yeah, it's like I broke down, I had to go buy one. It's like, but they are a lot of fun. A really awesome trapping tool to have. It's not a hammer, but we're doing spruce boughs, which is 99% of what you do is poles and spruce boughs. This is the way to go. Lighter than a hatchet, much more fun, plus easier to throw. Stuff like that. Good defensive weapon. You got a spike on the back in case of the things we were talking about a few seconds ago. Oh yeah, little fisher. See? You went pa-dunk, pa-dunk, pa-dunk. Who the hell put a big track here? Pa-dunk, pa-dunk, pa-dunk. Up yours, man. And down he went. Yeah, so, but not a lot of sign of life back here. Not a lot of sign of life, I gotta say. See, the creek is open up down there. But even with that, you can sort of see the banks of the creek, the level of the depth of the snow. Yeah. So I'll probably wait about another week, come back again. You should check your traps every night, but sometimes you gotta back off too. It's all a call, you know what I mean? It's like if you're not seeing anything, maybe you're disturbing things on a daily basis. Things will get used to your smell, but sometimes you'll scare things out of the area. And this is the time of year where it's kind of like hurry up and wait. You gotta practice patience of don't go check every day. Let them think you're out of the area. So if they only smell you once a week, not that you stink, but okay, maybe today today might be the exception. That's because I'm sweating, because I'm friggin' tanking along here with my tank tracks. Making a nice trail though. Making a really nice trail. But yeah, you gotta let your scent kind of get out of there, and then things will come back sometimes. But I got 27, 28 days left in the month to trap. That's it. So I'll probably be pulling everything down just before the very end. Like right now, the furs are, you know, like everything's kind of, the money fur's gone. I mean, you'll still get money, but for the work you're going to put in, the money fur's gone. So I stopped trapping the beaver about mid-February, just because at that point they're starting to, you know, shed their winter coats a bit. They're still pretty good up until probably early March, which is right about now. But the rest of this month, they're going to start getting blotchy, and